You know what? You know what? You're going in here. You're going to live in the mine shaft and stay out of my bed. It is morning and I did not get woken up again by that goddamn snake. Shut up. Okay. I can still hear ghosts outside, which is nice and terrifying. I think they burn up. Yeah, I think they burn up in daylight, so hopefully that won't be a problem for much longer. We'll just get to listen to some lovely screams of agony and terror. Die, spider. Okay. Okay, good. Good. What are you doing? Okay. I'm tempted to tame a dog and leave it outside as a guard dog. Oh, that's a creeper. Oh dear, my sword broke. Okay. That's bad. That's oh dear. That's the second creeper. No. Why would you do that? Okay. Okay. I have plenty of dirt. I'll fill up the hole. No one will ever know. It's fine. It's not like you're recording this or anything, and people are going to watch it on YouTube and laugh at your complete and utter failure at life. Okay, I need to make another sword, and I'm going to make a sapphire sword and sapphire tools because I have enough sapphires to do that. I just haven't, for God knows what reason. Let's just put as much stuff away as I can. I need more chests. Actually, I want that back. Turn that into wood randomly. Right. Just make more sticks, even though I've got some. Where did I put my sapphires? Sapphires, there we go. That will make... and a sword. Okay, good. That's good. That's pretty good. I have my set of sapphire tools. I have useless stone tools now and an iron pickaxe, which I'm probably never going to use anymore. I guess I could just use its ECM value for something later on. Put them in there. These chests are completely full. I don't really know where to put any more. I guess I could put some over this side as well. What I really need is a storage room. At some point I will definitely build that. Let's make some omelets, shall we? Sorry, Snake, down there in the room. Your brothers are going to become delicious omelets. That's awful. That's really, really awful. I need to look up how you tame ocelots, because that needs to happen. That is my new overall goal in Minecraft now. Never mind all the millions of machines I need to build for Techit. Never mind all the Thorncraft stuff and the Mistcraft stuff and all of that. All of those really important things which will help me progress. My number one goal is to tame an ocelot and make it fight a snake for some really bizarre reference to Metal Gear Solid. Is that coal? Oh, I bet a mouse died in there. You know, I actually... Oh god, how can I get out now? I actually really... damn it. As far as Metal Gear Solid goes, I really wasn't like a fan of it when I was younger, like when it came out. a friend of mine was, a guy I've known for several years. He loves Metal Gear Solid, like it's his favourite game ever. And we basically, when the HD collection came out recently, we basically played through like all of it. So we did it in chronological order, and I didn't know like any of the story or really anything about the game at all. So omelets. Sorry about that. I do like omelets in real life. I have like a really weird thing where if we go to like a Chinese restaurant, because I kind of like Chinese food, but not a lot. I always order like an omelette, which everyone finds like really, really weird. It's just like, how can you go to a Chinese restaurant and not have Chinese food? It's like, well, because I like omelettes. They do really nice omelettes. So you know, where was it? What was the thing? Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, so I'd never played any of it. And so my friend bought the HD collection, and we literally played through every single Metal Gear game. Not just Metal Gear Solid, every Metal Gear game. Including, because the HD collection comes with the two sort of old sort of NES or SNES games, like the 2D ones. So literally we played Snake Eater first, which is the one set in 1964, which obviously, you know, sets up the character of the boss, Big Boss rather. And then what comes next? Next was the weird PSP game. I think it was PSP game. I've completely forgotten the name of it as well. The one where you basically it's like an RPG. You basically that looks kind of cool. You play as Big Boss, and you build sort of the first incarnation of Outer Heaven, or I think Outer Haven, I think it's called. At that point in the story, and it's just, yeah, it's a lot of RPG. You kidnap soldiers and force them to work for you, which is really kind of sinister and weird. You literally you're out on the battlefield and you scan soldiers with this device that you can build, and it tells you if they have any good skills. Like they're graded like from E to S. Weirdly, S is like the highest grade, and you scan soldiers out on the field, and then you hook them up to a Fulton recovery system, which is basically like the opposite of a parachute. This balloon kind of airlifts them off back to your base, and then they sort of happily work for you. And if they don't, you put them in the brig, and I assume just sort of browbeat them into submission, at which point they will help you. But yeah, so we played. So it was Snake Eater, then it was Peace Walker. That's what it's called, Peace Walker. Then it was Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, which I swear to God was an awful experience. Like old 2D games. Right. For people who haven't played, for people who haven't played those two games, the two old school NES ones, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. Just imagine, Metal Gear Solid, the first one. It's quite a difficult game. It certainly doesn't hold your hand in any regards. You get detected every few seconds, and well, at least I did, because I'm pretty terrible at the games. But it wasn't like an easy game. You can't claim that game guided you through it or anything like that. So now imagine that, but imagine that in 2D. So there's no cover really, not in the same way. You can't really sort of check what's ahead of you, because it's like sort of screen based. So you walk onto the next screen, and if an enemy happens to be looking at the point where you walk on, it just instantly goes into alert mode, and it's a pretty horrendous experience. we literally spent the entire game almost on alert. I think there were stats at the end of it, and by the end of it we had like 500 alert sequences or something completely ridiculous. Basically, the entire game was us just running around on alert mode, trying to stay alive and figure out where the hell to go, which is completely, like, not obvious at all. Like, we had to look up a strategy guide for both games that literally told us exactly where to go, because I don't know how you would know what to do without just walking around for hours, because there's just no hints or anything or guides or anything. It's a really, really difficult game to enjoy, because, you know, it doesn't even have the cinematic experience that the later games had. Even the PS1 game was quite cinematic, you know, but the terrible graphics. I mean, like, Snake's face was made up of like 2 pixels. You know, you couldn't even see his eyes. But yeah, so but yeah, so we played through it all in chronological order. So after playing the 2 SNES games, then it was Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, and then Metal Gear Solid 4, which is the most recent one, which came out, I don't know when, on PS3 with awesome graphics and just a ridiculous story, but ridiculous in an awesome kind of way. And I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't played it, but because I played number 3 first, which obviously wasn't the way they were released, but we wanted to play through it in chronological order, and so I never really liked Snake that much, like Solid Snake that much, just because, you know, I just preferred Big Boss, just because of having seen everything he went through in the 3rd game, and also just the little bit of stuff you see in the Peace Walker. I much preferred Big Boss over Snake, so, you know, I found it quite hard to get into the later games, like the games set in the present / future, quite so much, just because I, like, obviously as of Metal Gear Solid 1, Big Boss is dead, because in the Metal Gear games, that is basically what happens in the first 2 NES games, is you play as Solid Snake and you basically kill Big Boss at least twice. But yeah, the 4th game, the way it brought everything together, and especially the ending, the scene in the credits and the way that they did it was just ridiculous. And yeah, I have to agree that it is definitely at least one of the best game series probably ever made. Anyway, this has been running for a really long time now, so this is going to make a lot of episodes, and I'm not sure how long I'll be talking about Metal Gear Solid and just sort of running around my house doing nothing, so I apologise if that's become like an entire episode, because it may have done, because I really don't have much of an idea of time when I'm playing this. Like, it just seems to fly past pretty quickly. So I think I'm going to stop this recording here, because I think I've been playing for a good couple of hours. In fact, I'm going to check. Literally just past the 2-hour mark as I checked. So that's going to make like 8 episodes if I stick to 15-minute episodes. That's a lot. And I haven't even released the first one as of this time of recording. So I think I'll end it there for this session. I think, you know, we've made some progress. We've got some sapphire tools. We've remodeled the house a little bit. We've got a pet snake. Yeah, I'd say this hasn't been terrible. Maybe before my next recording, I will sort out this room a little bit and just make it look nicer. Just because at the moment it's just a box, just a patchwork box of random bits of marble and dirt, and it looks pretty bad. So yeah, okay, that'll do for now. I'm going to go to sleep to pass the night, and we will pick up probably in the morning for the next video. Don't know when I'll record that, let alone when I'll upload that. But thanks for watching, anyone who's watched this far. I think, I don't know how many episodes it was ago now, but I'm now saying this. It's really weird getting your head around this whole Let's Play thing. But I think the ogre moment was probably the highlight of the series so far. So if you watched that, then I hope that was funny, and hopefully more hilarity will ensue, because I do have a tendency to be quite bad at games sometimes. So this is a really, really long goodbye. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. I'm just going to sleep until dawn, and we will pick up God knows when. See you guys soon.